Hi, this is how to cook venison part 5, and today we're going to roast a piece of haunch. I've got this lovely little haunch of the deer. I did the muntjac. If you ever click on that link up there, you'll see the video how to butcher a deer. Now this piece of meat weighs a pound in weight, so you haven't got to use a bit of haunch. You can use the back strap or the loin. As long as it's a pound in weight, you'll be okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roast off that bit of haunch or your loin, whatever you got. Then I'm going to serve it with a sautéed cabbage and bacon. Now that itself is a fantastic dish. So all we're going to do, slice the onions, slice the bacon, fry it off and sauté, wilt down the cabbage, then slice that, hopefully be nice and pink on top, finish it with some parsley, some lemon juice. But first thing what we're going to do is we're going to get this on roasting. And I've preheated my oven to gas mark 4. Again, look at the top, you'll see the conversion. So what we're going to do, we're going to start browning this off, adding some colour on the top. So I'll move that out of the way. Now, the easiest way to do this, a bit of oil. Like I said, pound in weight, about 500 grams. Once you've done that, I find it's easier to season up the board. So plenty of pepper on. I like plenty of pepper. I may even add some chili flakes. That'll be my choice. So I know this looks mad. Plenty of pepper, plenty of salt, and then just a bit of chili flakes. You don't want to overpower it. Just a little bit of heat in the background. Be nice to go with that cabbage, that bacon, and all you do is just roll it up. It's a great little trick this. Roll it all up, both ends, so you've got a nice clean board, and that is well seasoned up. Fantastic. So we've seasoned our piece of meat. Like I said, I'm using the haunch because it was off a little deer, and then I've got this flame-proof pan on because we're going to finish this in the oven. So I have oiled that, but I want a little bit in the pan just to help it on its way. And all we're going to do is we're going to brown it, turn it, brown it, so we get a nice coloration all over, and then it will go in the oven. And this is one of those dishes where there ain't no time, but we're going to use a probe because we want it at a certain temperature, because we want to keep it pink. And all pieces of venison, be a pound in weight, they're all going to be different sizes. So I shall give you that exact figure for the temperature as we're going along. I don't know if you can see there, that's reading 483, and the temperature we want that when it's cooked is 136. So we're not going to cook it for so long, but we want it nice and pink. So I'm just going to start browning that off in there. So a nice hot pan, take your time, get a load of colour on, a nice colour on that, turn it, brown it, turn it, brown it, and then we'll put it in the oven. So as you can see then, I've got some nice colour on that, a nice deep rich mahogany colour. Done both ends, just stand it on their end for a little bit more. And like I said, got my oven preheated to gas mark 4, and we're going to check this after 10 minutes, because like I said, we want that internal temperature to be 136 Fahrenheit. So we'll check it after 10 minutes. Once it's cooked, we'll take it out and rest it, and then while it's rested for 10 or 15 minutes, we'll get on with that fantastic sautéed cabbage and bacon. So I'm just probing that then. That's been 15 minutes. If you remember, when I put it in, it was 48.6. I said 486, hey ho. So we wanted that to be 136. So it's now reading 94.4, just slowly going up. So that's been 15 minutes. So we'll give it another 5 minutes and we'll check the temperature again. Okay, that's been just over 25 minutes, and as you can read, that's 135.3. To me, that's enough. I mean, if you don't use these probes, you really want to invest in one. They're amazing bits of kit. This was about a tenner. I mean, you'll never overcook anything again. I was guilty of, cooking a chicken and getting it dry, but with one of these, it's genius. Get yourself one, it's a great bit of kit. Anyhow, I'm just going to cover that in foil. And don't it look nice? And we're going to rest that for 10 or 15 minutes, and in the meantime let's get on with that lovely cabbage dish. What I've done then, I'm warming some oil in the pan. I've got 2 pieces of smoked bacon, some nice smoked back bacon. All we're going to do, just cut it into pieces, or lardons if you want to be chefy. And we want to brown these and get them nice and crispy. You know, I'm doing some a bit bigger as well, because obviously it can get lost with that cabbage, so don't cut them too small. So nice strips like that, and we'll get them in that oil, get them crispy, we'll drain them off, then we'll get our onions in. Like I said, I sometimes just have this cabbage, bacon and onions just as a lunch, because it is so good. The combination is awesome. It's a fantastic tasting dish on its own, and obviously with that lovely venison on top, should be the cherry on the cake. What I'm doing then, into the hot oil, getting colour, getting crispy, releasing all that lovely smoky flavour into the oil. Right, well that's frying gently. Get my onion, nice thin strips all the way through. I'm going to be too fussy, this is quite rustic, you know, country cooking, real food. So just get them ready. So as soon as that bacon's done, we can lift it out. So we're going to get these down, we're going to just start wilting them, adding no colour. And then we shall turn the heat up a bit and get a bit of colour on them when we add our cabbage. Is there anything finer than the smell of bacon frying? That's my bacon done, as you can see. I mean, when you're cooking like this, you know, it's hard not to just get in there and eat that now. You know, you've got to have a bit of restraint. It's hardcore, baby. Right, let them drain. In next with the onions. Just soften them a little bit. So just take a little bit of heat out of the pan, just let them tick over. So I've got my bacon cooked, my onions are softening. Let's get on with this. This is a Savoy cabbage, to me one of the best. Just going to use half of one of these. So what we do, into quarters, see there, take out the core, and then shred it nice and fine, you know, because we've all had bad experiences with cabbage where it's had the Jesus boiled out of it, you know, especially in school dinners years ago. Man, it's the stuff of nightmares. It's the only way to cook cabbage, you know, retain a bit of the crispiness, a bit of bite and the colour. And this Savoy cabbage is absolutely ideal for this dish. So as you can see, my onions, the brown they got on them is from the bacon. They're nice and soft. So into that, get our cabbage, put that in, and stir that round. And what we'll do is we'll take the heat out of this a bit more, and we'll let that just gently cook for 10 minutes, and all that cabbage will wilt down, become lovely. Oh, that is a combo on its own, trust me. As you can see, I put a lid on it just to help with the wilting process. Going to add a little knob of butter just to enrich it, but as you can see, it's starting to go down nicely as it is. Well, we're just waiting for our cabbage. Got my fresh parsley, want about a teaspoon of this just to sprinkle on at the end. Just chop through it, and then we'll sprinkle that on at the end. Didn't know I could speak German, did you? So there's our lovely sautéed cabbage, no grey, boiled within an inch of its life, school cabbage on my watch. And that smells superb. So in with the bacon, in with the parsley, and just to sharpen it up, I'm going to put a bit of lemon juice in. And we're just going to warm that through now so it all gets to know each other, all comes up to temperature. I mean, look at that. You tell me you wouldn't be happy with that on your plate. I'm loving it. Then it's time to serve up. Have a quick go. Season it up. Obviously we didn't add any salt because of the bacon, but as it turns out, that's not too salty. So pepper, and then obviously some sea salt. Lid back on, couple of minutes. Look at that, what a pretty pan of food. Right, now it's the moment of truth. That's been resting. Cut those bands off. Now I'm hoping this will be nice and pink. It's got that lovely little crust of pepper and chilli on the outside. Let's just have a quick look. Ho ho ho, have a look. Just take a couple of slices. 1, 2, 3. Just look at that. Cooked to perfection. I should give it, let's have a give it a taste first. God, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. That's so tender. Put that over there. Let's get our plate. This fantastic mix. Cabbage, bacon and onion, and like I said, it's a dish in itself. And we'll just put those lovely pieces of venison on top, and then the juices from the pan where it's relaxed, just put it over the top like that. Look at that. And there you have it, my roast venison haunch with sautéed cabbage and bacon. Another stunning plate of food, and it don't need much, just this lovely Tewkesbury mustard, which is that mustard mixed with horseradish. Fantastic. Let's get in here. Give me a bit of haunch, piece of bacon, some cabbage, some onions, a bit of that mustard on top, and wait for it. You don't need me to tell you how good that is. That is like the finest steak known to man. And with that cabbage, it's a match made in heaven. Please give it a go. I'm going to eat this up now. Just look how tender and moist that is. Thanks for watching. See you again.